Explosions near Kabul's airport erupting Thursday during the final stretch of a massive and chaotic evacuation from Afghanistan. A warning, images from the scene are disturbing, showing some of those hurt and bleeding in what the Pentagon describes as a complex attack.
2 suicide bombers, assessed to have been ISIS fighters, detonated in the vicinity of the Abbey Gate at Hamad Karzai International Airport and in the vicinity of the Barron Hotel, which is immediately adjacent.
U.S. service members among those killed. American officials believe ISIS-K, an Afghan affiliate of ISIS and a sworn enemy of the Taliban, is responsible for the attack. That follows warnings of severe, credible, and imminent security threats outside the airport. That's where thousands have been gathering, hoping for a way out. Canadian Armed Forces, aware of the explosion, saying we can confirm that all CAF members are safe and accounted for. Just hours after Canada ended its airlift mission.
We stayed in Afghanistan for as long as we could.
In an update Thursday, Canadian officials saying roughly 3,700 people were evacuated by Canada during its operation. But it's unclear how many Canadians and others who applied to come to the country remain stranded.
We wish we could have stayed longer and rescued everyone who was so desperate to leave. That we could not is truly heartbreaking.
Several European nations also wrapping up their evacuation efforts ahead of the U.S. troop withdrawal deadline early next week, after the Taliban seized control of Afghanistan. With some 5 days until the American exit, the U.S. military says their airlifts will continue.
Let me be clear, while we're saddened by the loss of life, both U.S. and Afghan, we're continuing to execute the mission. Our mission is to evacuate U.S. citizens, third country nationals, special immigrant visa holders, U.S. Embassy staff, and Afghans at risk.
And that same U.S. military official also saying if they find who was behind the attack, they will go after them. As for those who've been left behind in Afghanistan, an official with Global Affairs Canada sharing a message for Canadians and Afghans who've helped with Canada's efforts on the ground. The message is find a safe place, stay there, and stay in contact with Canadian government officials who, along with other allies from other countries, are still vowing to help get people out. It's not exactly clear how that's going to happen. Melissa Duggan, City News.